What's going on, guys and gals? This is Auto Tech. So I'm just on my way to meet up with a co-worker. He just got himself a brand new CB500X, or I guess it was the previous model year, so it doesn't have all the like adventure-esque updates that they did for the 19 model, but nonetheless, I mean, it's still a really nice bike, and it will handle the adventure riding that he's probably going to throw at it. It's just not that warm of an evening this evening, so I've got my cold gear on. Not really maintaining some high speeds. Forecast has been kind of annoying lately. I put out that mail time video, and it was like they were forecasting, pretty well a foot of snow next week, and now it's not so much snow, and then it just changes every day. It's that time of the year here where they can't really seem to forecast like the next 12 hours, so changes on the regular. His bike and the weather is not what this motovlog is going to be all about. This vlog, or motovlog, whatever you want to call it, is more of a update in regards to the channel. Some things you're going to be seeing or not seeing for this summer. So I thought I'd just get her out of the way early, second video in kind of thing for the riding wise videos. So I'm going to say, go ahead, take this moment, throw the video on pause, go get yourself beer, bourbon, or coffee, whatever you're doing, and make sure you're sitting down, and when you're ready, just go ahead and hit that play button. We'll still be here. Alright, well, welcome back. Now that you're all comfy and ready to go, let's just get her out of the way. I sold the Fat Bob. Yes, I did. I sold it a little while ago, actually. I just didn't want to tell anybody. I was sad about it. I wasn't happy. It was kind of came at me in waves. At first I'm like, yeah, it's a really good idea, and then it's like, no, it's such a bad idea, and then I still have some waves about it, ups and downs, but for me, in the long run, I think it will be better financially, I guess. So I guess, long story short, just to kind of sum it up, I took on too much, with the two bikes and whatnot. The Yamaha was, it really wasn't much of a payment. Like, even like on a couple of years that I financed it over, like the payment was really only like $180. So that was quite affordable. But then, this one was substantially more than the Yamaha. So that payment, basically like doubled. Like, yeah, you could finance something for 10, 15 years, but that's not good. Especially on a toy, right? Basically, the gist of it came down to I've got some goals that I kind of want to make happen within the, this summer would be nice, but, let's be realistic. Like, I'm shooting for basically next summer, or bare minimum the next couple of years, and freeing myself up from a fairly hefty financial payment really lets me focus on other debts and get those under control, so that I can, basically have more money for a budget, because I don't want to end up, like, well, I gotta work this number of hours, and then, like, holy smokes, I'm gonna have, a couple $100 left over after I pay all my bills. Like, that sucks. You don't want to be like house broke or bike broke, in the case which I would have been there. So yeah, it just kind of came down to it's time. Like, I can't just financially pay for like two toys, and like my truck's not exactly new by any means. I mean, it's creeping on to 10 years old here, so I mean, there's probably going to be some repairs heading its way, and yeah, I could do the work myself, but transmission's still a couple $1,000, even with me doing the work, putting it in or rebuilding it. So I kind of found myself a little bit like torn, right? Because like, I love that Fat Bob. That Fat Bob kind of like meant everything to me. I put a lot of work into it, a lot of time into it. So I was like, well, you know, crap. But the problem is like there was no getting rid of this bike, right? You know, it was only like a few months old, and as far as like the Calgary thing goes, like, I mean, like, this bike's already got more miles on it than most like 5-year-old bikes in the area. So it's like, I'm not going to, you know, you see these people, they buy something and they try to flip it, and then it's like, you know, they're basically just throwing thousands and thousands of dollars out the window because, you know, like, there was no 18s listed on the local ads or anything, but there was like some 16s, and I mean, they were going for like 2/3 of the cost of the bike, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to throw away a few $1,000s for the sake of trying to free up a payment, because then it's gonna take me like 3 years just to get back on track. So, you know, I looked at like the equity that I had in the Fat Bob, and I was like, well, you know, the market value, I could make, you know, money off of this. And that bike was, it was getting tired, you know, like, I was starting to burn a lot of oil. You know, it was getting up there in mileage. Like, it wasn't terrible, and I'm sure a set of jugs could have, you know, new pistons and rings and stuff could have fixed it right up, but then that was just more money I had to spend. So, you know, this long-winded explanation, I'm just trying to justify it to myself. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will understand. There'll be a lot of people who are sad. There'll probably be some subscribers that hit that unsubscribe button, which, you know, I understand. If you came along for the Harley and you don't really like me as a person, why would you stick around for the Triumph? I guess while we're on the subject of just throwing updates out there and such, the Angry Ginger sold his Harley as well. He sold his after me, though, because he wants to pursue some other things at the moment, so he doesn't even have a bike right now. I think he's looking at getting something, like, it'll be like substantially cheaper, used. I don't know what direction he's going to end up going with that. I wouldn't hold my breath on like a Super Sport or something, you know, that just doesn't really fit him. But yeah, we'll have to see what he comes up with, or if he even does this year, he might just take the year off. And he's been doing the like off-road thing, like the 4-wheel drive thing lately, so he's been taking his truck out and hitting the mountains and whatnot, doing some snow wheeling, and so, you know, we'll have to see how that goes for him this year. So I'm sorry that you had to find out this way. You know, I just wanted you to hear it from me first, you know, not just trickling down the pipeline or whatever. But, you know, it's I'm getting older. I gotta start making a little bit better financial decisions, and you know, the more money I can save or not have to spend means the more fun I can have, and the bigger, more extravagant trips, and you know, I don't know if that'll happen necessarily this summer, but once we kind of start getting back in black, we can start doing a little bit more. With this light, just doesn't change. Oh, there we go, it changed, but now it's going to have to go to the other side. Crap. So, this seems like a good spot to end her off. I'm almost at our meeting spot. I'll see if I end up making a video later on tonight or not. If not, I hope you guys hit that subscribe button. I hope you don't unsubscribe. And as always, thank you for taking the time and watching. Yeah, I stayed out too late. It's not warm at all.